Here's a tutorial for my new dual color brushes. You'll notice that there are 4 color palettes. The first one is for the shimmer, sequins, and glitter brushes, the dual ones, and then the last 3 3D glass, foil, and glitter pen dual. You'll notice that all of the color palettes look really similar, and there's a reason for that. I wanted it to be that when you write with each of these brushes that the colors look similar, but because each of these brushes react differently to color, I had to go in and subtly change some of them to make either the colors darker or lighter so that when you actually write with it, they come out looking the same color or very similar. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to use the brush. So I'm going to go into the Dual Colors brush kit and pick the Sequins script brush, and then I'm going to use the Shimmer Sequins Glitter palette for this brush. And then what I've done is I've also made PDFs of each of the brushes and how they look with the colors. Starting with Anna and Elsa is going to be where the color palette starts. So Anna and Elsa is the first 2 colors, Aurora is the next 2 colors, Rapunzel is the 2 colors after that. So this is a guide to kind of show you what the colors look like together because it's a little bit hard to tell from the palette itself. So you can just hide that. Just open up a new layer and we're going to start with the colors, but first I'm going to clear this to show you how to get those 2 colors. So tapping on the top left, you can see that I'm tapping it over and over again. You only have to tap it once, but tap that and then tap the first color that you want to use. So I'm going to do the Aurora colors. So I'm going to do purple on the left, and then I'm going to tap the one on the right. See, I'm tapping it away. You only have to tap it once, and then I'm going to tap the orange color. And then I'm going to go back to purple, and I'll show you why. So going into the blank layer, I'm just going to hit brush and then I'm going to start writing with it. I'm just going to write hello because that's the easiest word to write, just the first thing that comes to my mind. So this is with the purple selected. You'll notice that the orange shows up and that's because it's pressure sensitive. So now we're going to go to the orange and we're going to write that, and now you'll see that the purple shows up. So where you let go of the pressure is going to be one color, and where you push harder with one color, the other one's going to show up. Okay, so I'm taking a screenshot and I'm going to put this in so that I can draw over top of the color palette to kind of show you what I mean by the color combos. So I'm just going to grab a pen quickly to write over top of this. So the first 2 colors are Anna and Elsa. The second 2 are Aurora. The next ones are Rapunzel. And you'll notice that the colors look a lot different in the color palette than they will on the actual screen. So even though I picked purple and orange, the way that I have it set up for Aurora, it actually kind of comes out a little bit more pinkish, and that's what I was going for. And so these last 3 colors, or these last 3 pairings, weren't any princesses, but they looked really good and they went well with the princess theme that I had going. So like I said, the first 2, Anna and Elsa, then the next one is Aurora, and so forth. Okay, so I'm going to just do a quick run through of the brushes. You can speed forward a little bit if you want to the spot where I talk about the glitter gel pen, because with each of these brushes, you naturally put more pressure and less pressure with modern calligraphy, with a script brush. So you're naturally going to get where it is a light pressure, one color, and where it's a heavier pressure, another color. Just the nature of modern calligraphy. You're already naturally pressing into it. So that's what's controlling the color, is the pressure you put on the pen. I'm gonna write with the foil brush twice so you can see the difference between putting not that much pressure and a lot of pressure. So this is with just like a little bit of pressure, and then this one is making the brush smaller but putting a lot of pressure. And so that's gonna change how your brush reacts. So for the glitter gel pen, you're not having to do the thick and thin, and so to get that color variation, you'll want to put pressure. So for here, I'm going to just write it with no pressure. So you'll see that it's kind of remaining the same color, But if you start writing and you start putting more pressure in certain spots, that's where the color is going to come in. So remember, with all these brushes, they're pressure sensitive. So when you put more pressure, it's going to be one color. When you put less pressure, it'll be another color. And that's really important to know with the glitter gel pen, because if you want that color to change, you're going to want to put that pressure down. So here's a good example with a bee of how the color changes depending on how much pressure I put. So this brush is going to be a freebie, but you'll notice it'll be renamed Dual Brighty Glitter. And so I'll just show you how I use it. I'm just using the glitter palette, but you can play around and see which palette you like better with this brush. So I hope this information was helpful for all of the things you're going to be getting with this brush pack. Let me know if you have any questions.